Hollywood is obsessed with what's new, the youngest face, the loudest moment, the next viral star. So when a veteran actress quietly stepped onto the Golden Globes red carpet and instantly stole attention without chasing a single trend, people noticed. Amy Madigan's look felt strangely familiar, almost like a memory resurfacing, and fans couldn't quite place why it hit so hard. Because this wasn't just about fashion. It was about time, legacy, and a moment that carried far more weight than it seemed. When Amy Madigan appeared on the Golden Globes 2026 red carpet, it felt almost surreal. She hadn't walked that carpet in decades, yet the moment she stepped into the spotlight, time seemed to fold in on itself. Dressed in a sharp Tom Brown tuxedo, she stood out not by trying to compete with anyone younger, but by being unmistakably herself. Almost immediately, social media lit up with a familiar feeling people couldn't ignore. The suit wasn't just elegant, it felt like a flashback. Fashion watchers began connecting the dots, realizing the look closely echoed the one Amy wore to the Golden Globes back in 1996. And that sudden wave of recognition made the moment impossible to scroll past. But that callback wasn't accidental. The reason the look felt so intentional is because it was. Makeup artist Nick Barros didn't chase current trends or TikTok aesthetics, he looked backward, straight into Amy Madigan's own history. Instead of borrowing from what was popular now, he treated her past red carpet moments as the blueprint, pulling from an era when style wasn't about shock value, but confidence. That choice placed Madigan in a quiet lineage of old Hollywood rule-breakers. Women like Katharine Hepburn, Greta Garbo, and Marlene Dietrich, who wore menswear not as a statement, but as armor. The tuxedo wasn't nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. It was a reminder that this look has always belonged to her. And while younger stars scramble to recreate vintage vibes, Amy Madigan didn't have to pretend she was the reference all along. But recreating the past came with one major change. What made the look work in 2026 wasn't just the throwback, it was what they deliberately left behind. In the 90s, matte skin and flat lips were everywhere, but Barros knew that recreating that exactly would have aged the look instead of elevating it. So he skipped the harsh textures entirely, quietly rejecting beauty standards that were never designed to last. In their place came something more modern, a soft, natural glow that moved with her face, not against it. The makeup wasn't meant to freeze her in time or photograph perfectly for one flash. It was built to hold up under lights, movement, and hours on the carpet without losing its warmth. This wasn't glam for a single snapshot. It was realism, hydration, and longevity. A look meant to live beyond the photos. Behind that glow was a process most viewers never see. What most people see is the finished look, but hours before Amy stepped onto the red carpet, a careful routine was already in motion. Barros added extra skincare steps to prevent the makeup from drying out under harsh lights and long event hours. It wasn't about flashy trends, facial masks and eye patches were used strategically, each step designed to preserve a natural, radiant glow. The goal wasn't just to look good the moment the cameras flashed, but to stay fresh and vibrant throughout the night, from the first photo op to the final toast. Every detail mattered, even if no one watching could see it. But the real story wasn't the makeup. Amy Madigan's presence on the red carpet wasn't just a style moment, it was a career milestone. This was her first Golden Globe nomination in 36 years, and her first time attending the ceremony in 2 decades. Over her career, she's earned 4 nominations, not through constant headlines or viral fame, but through STI. Back in 1990, Amy Madigan won a Golden Globe for her portrayal of Sarah Weddington in Roe v. Wade, a role rooted in real-life struggle and serious subject matter. This wasn't a flashy, crowd-pleasing part, it was thoughtful, measured, and carried weight. Her victory came long before red carpet selfies, trending hashtags, or viral award show moments dominated the conversation. The contrast couldn't be sharper. Today's awards buzz is often fueled by shock value, social media chatter, or flashy stunts, but Amy's recognition came from quiet, enduring talent. Which makes this return even more unexpected. This year, Amy Madigan stepped back into the spotlight with a nomination for Weapons, rubbing shoulders with some of Hollywood's biggest names. There was no hype campaign, no dramatic interviews, no frantic social media push, just her quiet presence, letting the work speak for itself. Her reaction was telling: laughter, perspective, and genuine gratitude. She moved through the ceremony with a calm confidence that only decades of experience can bring, embracing the moment without needing to dominate it. And that calm might be why this moment landed so hard. Amy Madigan didn't chase relevance, it found her on its own terms. In an industry obsessed with constant reinvention and viral moments, she reminded everyone that continuity, experience, and quiet confidence can speak louder than any trend. Sometimes the most powerful comeback isn't flashy, isn't loud, and doesn't beg for attention, it simply shows up, and the world can't help but notice.